Well, Michigan's largest mac and cheese festival is coming to Traverse City this summer, a family-friendly event with dozens of varieties of mac and cheese for you to sample.
And for many of us, it's really a dream event to attend. And here to talk all things mac and cheese is Bailey Kluisza with Outlier Events. Welcome, Bailey.
Thank you. Thank you for having me this morning.
Yes, and I know last year your event in Traverse City was hosting the Taco and Tequila Festival, but this year we're shifting gears, going to mac and cheese. Tell us a little bit about the why behind bringing the mac and cheese this year.
Yeah, so Taco and Tequila went over so well. I mean, it was such a fun afternoon. Traverse City, Northern Michigan community really showed up for that. But our event model and what we do is we like to rotate events, and mac and cheese, like you just said, is kind of a fan favorite, and it's easy for literally everyone. It catches everyone's eye. And it's one of my favorite to put on. So when shifting gears, we were looking at what could be popular in Northern Michigan, whether it's bringing back Taco and Tequila or trying something else. After working with the Pit Spitter staff and really thinking about what we wanted to do here on our team, it was mac and cheese was the first thing that came to all of our minds.
Yeah, I think that'll go over very, very well.
Yeah, I was going to ask if, Taco and Tequila might make a comeback sometime, if you guys are just kind of trying a few different things, or if the goal really is to do something different every year.
Yeah, so Outlier Events has 4 main festival brands under us. And so it's always changing, but also, I mean, if Northern Michigan wants Taco and Tequila Festival back, I don't think that anyone here would be opposed to putting that on again. That one is a very fun one to do. But this year for mac and cheese, again, super fun. It's the most family-oriented, family-friendly, and that was important to us too in the planning stages. So there could be a return, but this year we're super excited for mac and cheese.
And I know it's not just mac and cheese. There's other things people can look forward to when it comes to beer, cider, seltzers, and even activities. What are some other things if perhaps someone wasn't going for the mac and cheese? I really can't imagine that. But if they wanted something else, what are some other things to look forward to?
Yeah, I think something that's super important and something that we stress a lot in our planning and in our marketing is that it's family friendly. So yes, I think a lot of people mac and cheese, it'll catch their eye, but there's so much more for people to enjoy. And that's the emphasis that we put on the events is you're coming for the mac and cheese, you're coming to sample beers, seltzers, whatever it is that that catches your eye, and that's why you're buying the ticket. But we truly want it to be a day that people can enjoy. I mean, Turtle Creek Stadium is absolutely beautiful. So if you've been out there for a baseball game, you've been able to experience it. If you haven't been out there and you come out to the event, getting to experience it in a way that's unique. And then the entertainment, I mean, everything that we do here is over the top. We are always brainstorming new ideas. So making sure that people get the food and the beer and whatever else they want, but then the entertainment as well, that you're getting a unique experience out of your afternoon.
Oh, absolutely. And the Pit Spitters ballpark is such a fun venue, and it really does put you in the mood for eating food, or at least it does for me when you go to a game. I mean, it's just something you want to do. You want to grab a drink or a beer or, like you said, a cider, whatever the case may be, but also just to sample, in some cases, ballpark food, but obviously mac and cheese is a big favorite as well. And you'll have plenty of room for people there in a ballpark.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, their stadium is beautiful, and they have the whole 360 walking path. So there's the seating bowl, obviously, but then our goal is to make sure that there's food and drinks everywhere you go. So utilizing that entire 360 for whether it's food, entertainment, drinks, and that way you're not confined just to the concourse there.
Yes.
Sure.
Bailey, what are you most excited about for this year's event? Because I know last year you were part of Tacos and Tequila. This year it's a little bit different, but a little bit of a more family-friendly event. What is the thing that you're most excited for?
I think there's 2 things that have stuck out to me so far. I've been up in Northern Michigan for a summer, and the food scene there is phenomenal.
Yeah.
You literally can't go wrong at any restaurant. So working with the vendors and seeing who can come out, who can get creative, that's always fun. Getting to know them, creating that relationship. So that, but then also the emphasis, like you just said, family friendly. I love when kids get to experience something that they don't get to do every single day, or families, or whatever that memory is. I want to create an event that people create memories at, and that it's, kind of one of those things you always look back on, or you always look forward to what we're bringing to the area next.
And we just have roughly a minute or so left, but tell us, is this one ticket gets you some of everything to sample, or do you pay by the sample? How does this work? How do people get information for tickets?
Yeah, so our ticket model is an all-inclusive model. So with your ticket, you get food and drink sampling tokens. So it's not an event that you're paying to get into and then paying for meals at the different vendors. You're paying for the samples, and so you get the opportunity to try as many vendors as you want. There's so much information on macandcheesemi.com that has the ticket, what's included in each ticket, how many sampling tokens each ticket provides. Obviously, there's ticket options that don't have alcohol included, so what that looks like, and that's kind of goes into the family friendliness of, you're not spending a dime once you get to the event. You're focused on your food and your beer samples that are included with your purchase that you made whenever you bought tickets 3 months ago, 2 months ago, whatever it is.
I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm so excited for this. I think this is going to go over so well. I think everyone in the area is going to be super excited. I think people will even travel for this. It's just such a unique and fun event.
Yeah, it does
for
sound like it for
kids
sure.
and adults. So thank
Awesome.
you so much,
Thanks, Bailey. Yeah, great to have you with us.
Thank you guys for having me.